Howdy folks, welcome back to a new update video, and in today's video I not just only have this update, but I actually have some extra stuff to show you guys. There's a few cool things that are not listed inside this update that actually also released, including the reveal of the pumpkin spice lattes. Aside from the fact that you've seen them inside the thumbnail, let's get straight into this Rec Room update. So inside this Rec Room update, they have a bunch of general improvements. Starting us off, we have this room tag update. They enhanced the tagging system in Rec Room for better room discoverability and clearer genre categorization. Then they added a new beta chip, which is the Add Velocity New. This is equivalent to the existing Add Velocity chip, but when run against the remote players, it will immediately simulate the impulse locally to make it feel more responsive. Eventually, we plan for this chip to replace the existing Add Velocity chip, and this chip makes Bonky's hammer delightfully twacky in Make It to Midnight. They added beta events for the following player actions: jumped, landed, grounded, sprint started, sprint stopped, slide started, clamber started, and they added the following state getters to beta, which is clambering, crouching, grounded, prone, sliding, sprinting, normalized steering speed. Player Get Equipped Objects chip now properly outputs root objects in rooms with hierarchical building enabled. Now, get ready to build fun new content around players using the share camera. We added the Player to Share Camera photo event in beta, which outputs position and direction at which a share camera photo is taken, and a list of players and objects in that captured photo. On top of that, get players posting about your room with the Player Uploaded Public Share Camera photo event that invokes when someone in the room saves a public photo to rec.net. UGC storefronts and cloned rooms will no longer display room currency packages from the original room. Shapes in a container with an interaction volume will be highlighted when the player looks at the interaction volume. Players on some Android devices will see an increase in frame rate, pretty cool, and when sending a gift to a player, the selected player will now be highlighted. Lastly, we revised the config menu for circuit and object boards to improve the experience of adding and managing ports. You can see the type of existing ports, change a port's type without deleting and recreating it, and search the type assignment screen to cut down on scrolling. Plus those pesky plus buttons are gone, and it all looks better in advanced creation mode. That was it for our general improvements. Now onto our bug fixes. It's pretty short, so let's just wrap it all up. It fixed a bug that would cause scrolling to immediately stop when the scroll was ended, when it should have maintained some inertia and slowed to a stop gradually. They fixed missing objects on low-end Android devices, fixed a bug that would cause Mood V2 elements not to update properly, fixed missing circuit connections not rendering on Quest 2, resolved and disabled interactable slider that did not function in avatar customization. The slider will now correctly appear disabled. And lastly, they fixed colors on the cyborg skeleton avatar items. If you don't remember, that just had that weird little glitch on it. First, what were your guys' thoughts? And are you guys pretty happy with these bug fixes? And lastly, we have our Rec Room Studio updates. That's pretty much it for our updates other than the Rec Room Studio stuff, so let's dig straight in. Starting us off, they say that they put the new Rec Room Studio disable rendered in the share camera photo component on objects you want to hide in the share camera photos. Room object prefabs can now be opened directly from the hierarchy. Running out of chip allowance in your Rec Room Studio room? Delete the object board for a Rec Room Studio object using the object config menu accessed with the maker pen. Ever wondered how your room is performing? Now there's an easy link to all of that info from Rec Room Studio. Just click on the link icon next to your loaded room's name in the room/screen window. Component types now show different instances on the miscellaneous page of the Memory Explorer menu. The Memory Explorer details view makes it easier to select resources being displayed. And when play fails, the console window comes into focus to display the errors that caused the failure. Previously, all the materials, textures, and meshes that are used in the provided Rec Room prefabs would show up in the project window, but you would get an error if you ever tried to use anything other than a prefab in your room. In order to reduce confusion, we've hidden those assets that aren't usable. And lastly, they fixed a bug that had caused some rooms to fail to upload and build after running a validation fix. So yeah, pretty exciting stuff, huh? Yeah, I know. I agree with you too. But let's talk about your share camera. So whenever you guys end up taking a photo inside of Rec Room now, you guys will see this new little caption UI on your actual photo UI. Basically, inside of RecNet, if you guys don't know, your photos have descriptions and you can edit these inside of rec.net. But basically, this new caption menu allows you to actually just customize your descriptions in-game. So whatever you type inside your caption will appear inside the description inside of rec.net. It's pretty cool, and I'm glad that they added this feature, but of course, be sure to let me know your guys' thoughts as well. I don't think they say this inside the update, I'm not sure. I didn't see it in there, so please let me know if they did. But that's not all, folks. Let's talk about these pumpkin spice lattes. You guys may not see them inside the actual shop right now, but people had actually bought them, and here's how they look. Dun dun dun! I know, it's awesome, right? I really do like them. They're basically just like the Bog Monster lattes, and they really do fit the little Halloween theme that they got going on. I really do like it, and I kind of do like how they have the little pumpkin logos and stuff like that, but you know, it seems real bland to me. Sadly though, this is an image and not the actual thing. If you have the pumpkin spice lattes, please hit me up on Discord. You guys can see my actual thing, you know, somewhere on the screen, and please hit me up because I do want to, you know, make a video with these and check them out and really review them. And what are your guys' thoughts on these pumpkin spice lattes? Be sure to let me know down in the comments below, and that pretty much wraps up this entire video. Wanted to cover this new update, all the cool things that are inside of it, and, you know, show you guys the pumpkin spice lattes. That's basically it, and of course, be sure to leave your comments and like this video, subscribe to the channel, all that crazy YouTuber mumbo jumbo. If you guys play Rec Room or are in-game, be sure to use code SKOL to support me because, you know, that not only helps me, but also helps me inside the algorithm. Thanks folks, really do appreciate it, and of course, peace out.